Once there was a fisherman who was very poor. He didn't catch a lot of fish, so he didn't have much money. Some days he didn't catch any fish at all. And so he couldn't buy food for his wife and 4 children. They only ate fish because that's all they had. Usually he would catch a very small fish, but one day he caught a dead seahorse.
Today is a bad day,
he thought. Angrily, he began to fish again. This time, he caught a bag full of old spoons. Sadly, he threw them back into the water. He said,
"What should I do? I am a poor man. I want to sell fish so I can buy food for my family."
He tried again. This time, he caught an old bottle. At first, it looked brown, but then, when he looked again, he realized it was just dirty. So he washed it, and to his surprise, it was made of gold. There were some words written on the bottle, but he couldn't read. The fisherman jumped happily and said,
"I can sell this now. Today is a very good day."
He looked at the bottle carefully.
"Perhaps there is something inside. I'll open it,"
he thought. So he opened the bottle and looked inside. Suddenly, black smoke came out of the bottle, and a great giant appeared. The fisherman was very frightened. The giant spoke.
"Now, fisherman, I'm going to kill you."
"Why? What did I do wrong?"
cried the fisherman.
"You opened the bottle. For that, I am going to kill you. How do you want to die? I can kill you with my hands, or I can throw you into the sea."
"But why do you want to kill me?"
asked the fisherman.
"I'll tell you,"
said the giant.
"One day, the king of the giants got very mad at me. I took his youngest and most beautiful daughter for a walk by the sea, and he didn't like that. So he put me in this bottle. I couldn't get out because he wrote his name on the top of the bottle. I could hear him from inside the bottle yelling at me,
"Since you love the sea so much, you dog, you can live in it forever."
Then he threw me into the water. I was in the bottle for weeks and months. I thought that one day someone will open this bottle and I'll make them great king or queen. 100 years passed and nobody opened it, so I changed my mind. I decided that I will make them king or queen, but not a great king or queen. Another 100 years went by, and still nobody came. I was very sad. I thought, where is this person? I'll make them rich, but not a king or queen. After 300 years, I was very angry. I decided when someone finally opens the bottle, I will kill them. You're that person, fisherman. How do you want to die?
"I have a question. Will you answer it?"
said the fisherman.
I will, but make it quick,
said the giant.
"Were you really trapped in that bottle?"
Yes, I was. You saw me,
answered the giant.
"But you're so big. Your hand alone is bigger than this bottle. Think before you speak. Is there nothing inside your head?"
The giant was not very clever. He replied angrily.
I will show you.
Suddenly, he vanished into black smoke once again, and the smoke went inside the bottle.
You see?
He called from inside. The fisherman quickly put the top back on the bottle and said,
"Ha! Now, giant, I will throw the bottle back into the sea. Perhaps somebody will find you in another 100 years.
Please open the bottle. I'll give you lots of money. I'll make you a rich man.
The giant said.
No, I know you will kill me.
said the fisherman.
No, I won't. I won't. I'll make you very, very rich.
Said the giant. The fisherman thought for a moment.
All right then.
He said, and opened the bottle.
Thank you. I won't forget this. Come with me.
Said the giant to the fisherman. The fisherman followed the giant around the city walls and over a mountain. The giant took the fisherman to a beautiful blue and silver sea. There were many fishes in the water.
Now, catch something. I will watch you.
Said the giant. Soon the fisherman caught 3 beautiful green, white, and red fish.
Take these fish to your king. He will give you a lot of money for them.
Said the giant. The giant vanished, and the black smoke disappeared into the ground. When the king saw the fish, he said to the fisherman,
I've never seen such beautiful fishes. I will give you gold for them.
Then he told his servant,
Take these fish to the cook. We will eat them today.
The fisherman took the gold home to his family. That night, they ate a wonderful dinner of meat, bread, fruit, vegetables, and no fish. For the first time in their lives, they were not going to bed hungry. The king's cook placed the fish over the fire. They began to cook. Suddenly, the smoke from the fire turned blue and silver, and a strange woman appeared in the kitchen. She said to the fish,
Fish, fish, are you doing your work?
The fish said nothing. Then suddenly their heads went up, and they said,
We are, and we are happy.
The strange woman put the fish into the fire. The smoke from the fire turned blue and silver, and the woman disappeared into it. The king and his servant entered the kitchen.
I am waiting for the fish. Where are they?
He asked the cook. He saw that the fish were in the fire and couldn't be eaten. The cook then told him about the strange woman. The king wanted to see the woman, so he asked the fisherman to bring 3 more fish. When the fisherman came back with 3 more fish, the king rewarded him with more gold. The cook placed the fish over the fire again. This time, the smoke from the fire turned green and silver, and a big man with green hair appeared and said,
Fish, fish, are you doing your work?
The fish answered,
We are, and we are happy.
and the same thing happened again. The man put the fish into the fire and vanished into the green and silver smoke. The king remained silent for a minute. This was magic. Then he asked the fisherman,
Where did you find these fish?
I get them from a sea of blue and silver water over the mountain.
Do you know this sea?
The king asked his servant.
No, I have crossed the mountain many times, but I've never seen a blue and silver sea.
The servant replied.
Can you take us there?
The king asked the fisherman. The king and his men followed the fisherman to the blue and silver sea, and there they saw the beautiful fish. The fish were jewels in the water.
Wait here.
Said the king. He took 3 men and went round the sea. There they found a big house made of blue stone. It had lovely gardens with many beautiful flowers around it. The king knocked at the door, but nobody answered. The king realized that it was open, so he went inside. He saw many beautiful rooms, but there were no people. He came into a very large room with high windows. Someone in the room spoke.
When will I die? I don't want to live.
At the other end of the room, the king saw a young man lying on the floor with a coat covering his feet.
I know you are a king, but I cannot stand up,
said the young man. The king removed the coat and saw that the young man's feet were made of red stone.
What is this? Why do you have feet made of stone? Why do the fish talk? Why does a man with green hair appear out of nowhere in my kitchen? What is going on? Please tell me,
cried the king.
I will tell you. Please, sit down and listen. There was once a great city in this land. My father was the king of that city, and I was a prince. Then my father passed away, and I became the king. I married a beautiful woman who became my queen, but she didn't love me. Instead, she loved a servant. When I found out about their affair, I wanted to kill the servant. We had a fight, and although I hurt him, I didn't kill him. However, he couldn't use his legs after that. My wife was very angry. She can do magic, and so she turned my feet into redstone, so I couldn't use my legs. But that was not the end of it. The city disappeared. 2 mountains and a blue and silver sea appeared in place of the city. She also turned the people of the city into fish. In the garden of this house, there is a small blue stone house where the servant lives. He can't walk because of what happened between us. My wife visits him there every day.
The king went into the garden and thought for some time. Then he went to the blue stone house. He opened the door. He found the servant inside and killed him. He hid the servant under the bed and then lay down on his bed. He put the servant's coat over his own face. After some time, the queen came in.
Are you happy, my dear servant?
She asked.
No, I cannot sleep. I hear someone crying. The young king is crying because of his stone feet,
replied the king. The queen went to the young king and poured magic water over his feet. He stood up and walked again. Then she came back to the blue stone house.
I still cannot sleep because the men and women of the city cry at night. They don't want to be fish,
the king said. So the queen went to the blue and silver sea and said some magic words. A beautiful city appeared all around her. Men and women ran happily through the streets, going in and out of houses. Then the queen went back to the blue stone house.
Are you happy now, my dear servant?
She asked.
Yes, my love. Come closer. I want to hug you,
he said. She moved closer to his bed. He put his arms around her, holding a knife in one hand, and then he killed her. He went back to the young king and said,
Your queen is dead. The city and its people are alive again.
From then on, the older king and the young king became friends. Their cities helped each other, but nobody in either city ate fish again. The fisherman and his family were very happy. The 2 kings sent them gold and lovely gifts. They never got hungry again.